Yes, sir.
So today we will be discussing about traffic signs, signals and signs. So we'll start with our today's class. So as we all know that we have discussed about grade separated intersection, then at grade intersection, then rotary intersection, then various types of intersection we have discussed. And today we will be discussing about traffic control devices. Okay. So today we will be discussing about traffic control devices. Okay. First we will see what is this traffic control device means. The devices which controls, regulates and guides the traffic. Okay. Remember in the exam they may ask define traffic control device, and various traffic control device means the devices which controls the traffic, regulates and guides the traffic. That is controlling the traffic. That is controlling the traffic means controlling the movement of the traffic or movement of vehicles or movement of pedestrians. That you are going to call it as controlling. Regulating means rules and regulations. Rules are laws. Okay, by adopting some rules and laws which will be regulating the movement of traffic, that you are going to call it as regulation. And guiding the traffic, that is using a traffic signboards, that is how to move in a traffic, that is how to move on the road we are going to see. That is the first traffic control devices are so control device, so which controls, regulates and guides the traffic. The first traffic control device is signals, second one is signboards, signs, and the third one is markings. Okay, these are the three you have to remember. That is three traffic control devices are signals. Traffic signals are the traffic control devices, traffic signs are the traffic control devices, and road markings are the traffic control devices. So these are the devices which controls, regulates and guides the traffic, that you are going to call it as a traffic control devices. And you can see here in the photo, we all know that there are three colors will be there on the traffic signals. That is the stop signal, wait or ready, then go signal. As we in general we will be coming across with any number of roads in your daily life, and you have observed and you are familiar with this color indications. I hope this will traffic signals in general what we are going to discuss, it will be in your daily life. Okay, in your daily life you will be observing all these traffic signals. Okay, so the traffic signals are automatic control device which could alternately direct the traffic to stop and proceed at intersection using a red and green traffic. So remember, it may be these are traffic signals are the automatic control device which will make the traffic to stop and proceed in the intersection. Usually these traffic signals are provided at the intersection. So remember, the traffic signals are usually provided at the intersection. So traffic signals are automatic traffic control devices which could alternately direct the traffic to stop. At the intersection, you can observe when it is indicated as red, you are going to stop your vehicle. When it is indicated as green, you are going to move from that intersection. So the same thing as explained here, that is it will alternatively direct the traffic to stop and proceed at intersection using a red and green traffic light. Okay, red will be indicated as stop and green will be indicated as go, as per the predetermined time settings. So these time settings we are going to call it as a design of signal. Okay, in the next class or today's class we will be seeing this design of signal. What are the requirements of this traffic signal? So draw the attention of the road user. Okay, it should draw the attention of the road user, whether it may be a driver or pedestrian, so that they can easily identify the traffic signal lights. Okay, so the traffic signal should draw the attention of the road user, then enable them to understand the meaning of the light signal. So as we all know that everyone will be knowing this one, that is knowing the exact meaning of the color of the light. Okay, so that red indicates stopping the vehicle, yellow indicates ready for moving or stopping, then green indicates moving, that is a go phase. So enable them to understand the meaning of the light signal. Then provide sufficient time to respond. That is, as soon as you see the red signal, you are going to stop. Suddenly you can't stop. So there will be some little gap of time will be there. So that is providing sufficient time to respond. Then ensure minimum waste of time. Whenever you are designing the signal, you should ensure that the time should not be wasted. That is a minimum time you should keep it for signal design. So remember, traffic signals are the device which controls, regulates and guides the traffic. It will alternatively move the vehicle, or it will alternatively stop the vehicle at the intersection. And the requirements are draw the attention of the road user and meaning of light. Okay, the red indicates stop, the yellow indicates wait, and green indicates go. So the understanding the meaning of a lighting signal should be known to us. Then provide sufficient time to respond. Provide sufficient time to respond. Then ensure minimum waste of time. Okay, these are the some requirements of the traffic signals. Okay, is it clear? Is it clear? Kindly respond. Is it clear? These are the things.
Yes, sir.
You are going to observe in your daily life. That is the traffic signals and colorings also. Then what are the advantages and disadvantages of traffic signals? So which will provide a orderly movement of traffic at the intersection. Especially the traffic signals are going to provide at the intersection, which will make the vehicle to move in a orderly manner. So in the signals, you can observe that the orderly movement of vehicles will be moving. That is, whenever you are installing the traffic signal means accident rate is going to decrease. Okay, accident rate is going to decrease, which will leads to, which is because of the orderly movement of traffic. That is, a proper movement of traffic will leads to reduction in accident rate. Then reduction in accident rate due to crossing conflict, notably the at right angle collision. So for example, if you consider a four legged intersection, so without signal, there will be no signal, the vehicles will be moving. So you can observe here, there will be a crossing maneuver will be there, which is a point of conflict. Okay, conflict, that is the accident prone point will be there. So if we install this traffic signal means we can easily remove this conflict point, that is the zone of accident can be easily removed. Then traffic handling capacity is highest among the different types of intersections at grade. So whenever you are installing the traffic signals means the flow rate can be controlled, and the flow rate, that is the capacity of the intersection, can be controlled, and which will be of highest capacity. So when compared to rotary intersection or other types of at-grade intersection, the intersection with the signals, installation of signals means it will be having highest capacity. Then pedestrian can cross the road safety at a signalized intersection. That is, we can easily achieve the safety of the pedestrians also. The pedestrian safety can be achieved easily at the signalized intersection. Why? Because a separate signal will be provided for a separate signalized intersection will be provided for the pedestrian crossing. Then automatic signal may work out to be more economical when compared to manual control. That is, whenever you are going for this automatic, that is because of movement of the vehicle. I think in Bangalore, most of the traffic signals are automatic in nature. Okay, so in Bangalore, most of the signals are of automatic in nature, so which will be more economical. Why? Because for manual operation, we require a police personnel to control this traffic signal. But if you go for automatic traffic signal, which is more economical, that is, you can easily save the money. That is, which we are paying for the traffic control personnel, we can easily save the money. So these are the 5 advantages we have to remember. The disadvantages means rear end collision may increase. That is hitting from the backside. That is a collision from the backside of the vehicle. So it may increase because of this traffic signal. Why? Because sudden indication of the signals on the intersection which will leads to rear end collision. That is a sudden indication of the sudden indication. Okay, that is a sudden indication of the signals. That is a sudden indication of color which will leads to rear end collision. Then excessive delays to vehicle may be caused particularly because of during the off peak hours. Off peak hours means where the traffic flow is very less. Where the traffic flow is very less, there you may expect excessive delay. Why? Because you have designed the signal timings for 70 minutes, that is 70 seconds, but the traffic flow is not there for 70 seconds. It will be ended within 30 seconds, means there will be a delay of 40 seconds will be there. So there will be excessive delay during half peak hours. Then unwarranted signal installation tends to encourage the disobedience of the signal indications. That is, wherever you require the signal, traffic signal, then in that place only you can install the traffic signal. Other than if you are installing at every places, means which will disobey the rules and regulations of the installation of traffic signal. Then failure of the signal due to electric power failure or any defect may cause confusion to the road users. In some time what will happen means because of the power failure or failure in the sensors in the traffic signals, there will be confusion. Okay, there will be confusion and the signals will not be in operating condition. In that time it will confuse the road users. So remember the advantages and disadvantages. Advantages means orderly movement of traffic can be achieved, reduction in accident rate, traffic handling capacity will be high, then safety for pedestrians. Okay, that is we can easily achieve safety for the pedestrians. Then the disadvantages are sudden change in color of the signals will leads to rear end collision. Then excessive delay will leads to because of the off peak hours. Then unwarranted signals installation tends to encourage the disobedience. That is, whenever we are not requiring this traffic signal, but you are installing the traffic signal at unwanted intersection, means which will leads to violation of rules and regulations. Then failure of signals because of the electric failure or sensors failure, there will be big confusion to the road users. Okay, these are the some advantages and disadvantages of the traffic signals. Next one is some important terms we have to remember in traffic signal. The first one is signal cycle. Okay, I'll tell with a neat example. I'm going to explain this one. So signal cycle means the period of time required for one complete sequence of signal indication. As we all know that whenever you are crossing an intersection, means with signalized, means it will first turn to red, then red to green, that is red to yellow. First it will turn to red, red to yellow, then yellow to green. Okay, then again after green there will be yellow and there will be red. So the complete cycle from red to red or green to green, we are going to call it as a signal cycle. So signal cycle means the time required for one complete sequence, that is from red to yellow, yellow to green, again from green to yellow, yellow to red. Okay, the entire complete sequence we are going to call it as a signal cycle. Okay, remember signal cycle means time required to complete one sequence. Okay, I will write it in sequence diagram. So red to yellow, yellow to green, again green to yellow, yellow to green. Okay, you can observe here red to yellow, yellow to green, green to yellow, again yellow to red. So this complete cycle we are going to call it as a signal cycle. Time required to complete the full cycle we are going to call it as signal cycle. Then signal phase. Okay, signal phase, a part of signal cycle time that is allocated to stop the vehicle or allow to move. Here the signal phase means there are two types are there, that is red phase and green phase. Okay, I told right, red and green and yellow will be there. So when the vehicles are allowed to stop, okay, the time duration for stopping the vehicle, that we are going to call it as red phase, the time duration to move the vehicle, that we are going to calculate as a go phase. So phase means it is a part of signal cycle. Phase means it is a part of signal cycle time which is allocated to stop or allowed to move. So there are two phases are there: red phase which indicates stop signal, green phase which indicate go phase, and yellow phase indicates ready or slow, ready phase. Okay, remember signal cycle means completion of the entire uh, signal indications, that we are going to call it as signal cycle. Signal phase means it is a part of signal cycle which is used to allow the vehicle to stop or allow the vehicle to move. Then red phase means the duration of stop phase. That is, whenever you are stopping the vehicle, that duration we are going to call it as stop phase. And whenever you are allowing the vehicle to move, that is from red to green, that is a stop phase. From green to red to green, it is a go phase. From green to red, it is stop phase. Okay, so from red to green, it is go phase. From green to red, it is stop phase. So remember, go means their signal indications will be turned from red to yellow, yellow to green, that we are going to call it as go phase. When the signal time turns from green to yellow, then yellow to red, that we are going to call it as stop phase. And interval means any of the divisions of signal cycle during which signal indication do not change. So in some signals will be there, is in some traffic signals there will be no change in the color. Okay, for so many hours or so many seconds, there will be no change in the color, that we are going to correct as a interval time. So remember, these are some basic important terms you have to remember in traffic signals. One is signal cycle, the period of time required to complete one cycle, one sequence, that we are going to correct as a signal cycle. Signal phase, a part of the signal cycle time which allows the vehicle to move or allows the vehicle to stop. Again, the signal phase are divided into three categories: red phase, green phase, and yellow or amber phase. So red phase, which is the stop phase, where the vehicles are made to stop in the intersection. Go phase, the vehicles are allowed to move in the intersection. Then amber phase means the vehicles are allowed to ready or allowed to slow down their speed. Okay, is it clear? Is it clear? Kindly respond. Is it clear? Important terms. Any doubts in this?
Sir.
Any doubts in this? Others, kindly respond. Is it clear? You can unmute yourself, or you can leave a message in the chat section also. I hope it is clear, right? Next one is types of traffic signals. What are the various types of traffic signals? It is a traffic control signal, as the name itself indicates that controlling the movement of vehicle. Okay, controlling the movement of vehicle on the road, that we are going to call it as a movement of vehicles, that we are going to call it as a traffic control signals. So as we all know that red, amber, and green, that is these are three colored lights, and which will be controlling the movement of the vehicles. Then comes the pedestrian signals. These are the signals which are controlling the movement of pedestrians on the movement of pedestrians. So you can observe in the signals. Okay, there will be signal indication along the zebra crossing. Okay, along the zebra crossing, you can observe these type of signals which will be controlling the pedestrian movement in the intersection. Then comes the specialized. You can observe the beacon lights which are indicating as a hazardous location. Okay, hazardous location, or a slow movement. It indicates that slow movement of the traffic. So remember, three types of signals are there. One is traffic control signals, that is controlling the movement of the vehicle. Pedestrian signals, which will be controlling the movement of the pedestrian at the intersection. Then special traffic signals may be installed flashing beacons at location in order to warn the traffic of certain situation. There is whenever there is an hazardous location like schools, okay, in nearby school, the school children will be walking on the road, so these signals which will be indicated as a special traffic signal, and it will be always blinking. Okay, the yellow color light will be blinking. You can observe whenever the school limit is there or any hazardous locations are there, you can observe this flashing beacon. Okay, these are the three types you remember. That is the traffic control, that is controlling the movement of the vehicle. Pedestrian signals, controlling the movement of the pedestrians at the intersection. Then the specialized traffic signal, which will be used in the indication of the hazardous location. Okay, these are the three types of traffic signals. Okay, these are the signals which you are going to observe in your daily life. Okay, so I think, I hope it is clear, right? Types of traffic signals. Kindly respond. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, kindly respond. Ananta Krishna.
Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
Next is a design of traffic signal. So you remember, design of traffic signal means designing the signal cycle timings. Okay, designing the signal cycle timings. That is, I told, right, the complete operation from red to yellow, yellow to green, green to yellow, yellow to red. So designing this complete set of cycle, we are going to call it as a traffic signal design. So designing the signal timings, that is determining the total time to stop or move the vehicle in the intersection. Okay, so signal design of traffic signal means determine the total time to stop or move the vehicle in the intersection. So in this we will be having four methods are there: trial cycle method, approximate method based on pedestrian crossing, then Webster's method. So for your syllabus only the Webster's method and IRC method is there. So we are going to see this Webster's method and IRC method, and we will be solving problems on these two. Okay, we will be solving problems on these two in coming classes. That is, before IA, I'm going to solve the problems on these two methods. That is Webster's method and design as per IRC guideline. So remember, we are going to design only the two-phase signal system. Okay, two-phase signal system, not three-phase. That is a signal system. Why? Because we are going to design only the red time and green time. Okay, what is the red time and green time? We are going to discuss. But the yellow time, we are going to fix it as a 2.0 second. So remember, we are going to design the traffic signal for two phases. One is a red time and another one is a go phase. That is a green phase and red phase will be designed, but the yellow phase or amber phase is fixed as per IRC. As per IRC, it is fixed for 2 seconds. So IRC means Indian Roads Congress. Okay, it is a statutory body which will controls all the rules and regulations of the roads. So Indian Roads Congress, as per that, the yellow time is fixed as 2 seconds. So only we are designing the red time and green time. Okay, is it clear? Is it clear? Understood? You can leave a message or you can unmute yourself.
Yes, sir.
Next one is a Webster's method. So I'm not going to discuss in detail about this Webster's method and IRC method in the class now, but we will, whenever I am solving the problem, I will be keep on explaining this Webster's method and IRC method. That is on Wednesday's class we will be solving these methods. That is the problems on this Webster's method and IRC method. In that I will explain that is what is this Webster's method, how we are going to consider the formula and all those things. Okay, not to worry. So these are the two formulas we will be using to determine the optimum signal cycle and green time. I told right, only we are designing the red time and green time. We can observe here. So G1 and G2. I will explain. Okay, I will explain in detail when we are solving the problem. Okay, not to worry. When we are solving, I will explain. I will go through the what are the criteria you have to consider. These are the very simple problems. Okay, simple problems. They will give all the data. The L value will be given, then the Q1 will be given, Q2 will be given. I'll tell what is this S1, S2, everything will be given. So simply inputting in all these formula, you can observe here whatever I am rounding up. These are the formulas which will be used to determine the signal cycle and timings for each row. Okay, when we are solving, I will explain these methods. Okay, the next method is IRC method. So I will skip. I will not skip this one. When we are solving problems, I will keep on explaining this one. Okay, not to worry about this Webster's method and IRC method. So in this, what we are going to design means only the red time. What is the time required for stopping the vehicle, and what is the time required for moving the vehicle? That is the go phase, and what is the total cycle time? Okay, total cycle time we are going to get from the Webster's method. We are going to discuss, and the next one is coordination of signals. Okay, coordination of traffic signals. So as we all know that coordination means cooperation. So cooperation between the traffic signals. So whenever a road with two or more signals, okay, for example, it is a four-legged intersection, there will be two or more signals will be installed. So here the signal is installed and here the signal is installed. So cooperation among these two signals, we are going to call it as a coordination of traffic signal. That is, we are going to call it as a coordination of the signals. Then the first definition we are going to say is two or more signal installation operating in coordination. I told right, two or more signals. Okay, for example, I'll take one more signal. So when two or more signals cooperate or coordinate with each other means that we are going to call it as a signal system. So remember, whenever you heard about this traffic signal system means there will be minimum two number of signals in the road. Okay, when coordination between the two or more signal systems, we are going to call it as a signal system. Then the second one is a coordinated control system. The operation of two or more traffic control signal installation with a definite interrelationship. So when there is an interrelationship between the signals, okay, when there is an interrelationship between the signal, for example, 1, 2, 3, when there is a definite relationship, there is a definite relationship between between 2 and 3, 1, 2 and 3, that we are going to call it as a coordinated control system. There is a coordination. As we all know that the general thing about coordination means there will be some relationship between the signal systems. Okay, that we are going to call it as a coordinated control system. Then comes the simultaneous system, a signal system in which all signals always gives the same indication. Okay, you can observe here, carefully listen here. So what is this simultaneous means parallel. We can call it as simultaneous as parallel also, simultaneous or parallel. So you will be moving here. Here the road is indicated in this direction is red color, has been indicated. In this junction also it will be indicated as a red only, and in this direction, in this road also it will be indicated as red only. So a signal system in which all signals always shows gives the same indication. If it is red, all other two signals will be indicating it as a red only. If it is green, all the three signals will be indicating as green only. Is it clear? Understood this one? Simultaneous system? Kindly respond. Kindly respond. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Simon. So
Yes, sir.
it is indicated as red. The second signal will be indicated as red only. The third indicated will be indicated as red signal only. Then comes the alternate system. So we know that alternate, as the name itself indicates, it is alternate. So whenever it is indicated as red, it will be indicated as green and it will be indicated as red. So a signal system in which alternate signals or group of signals give a opposite indication for the given street at the same time. So if you consider this road, your movement will be there. It will be indicated as red and it will be indicated green and it will be indicated as red. That is a opposite colors it will be indicated. And you can observe here alternate red and green will be there. So if it is green means it indicates red and it indicates green. Okay, this is alternate system. So simultaneous system in all the signals, if it is indicated as red, in all the signals it will be indicated as red only. If it is indicated as green at one signal, all the signals in the coordinator system it will be indicated as green only. Then alternative, as the name itself indicates, there will be alternate signal indications will be there. If first signal is indicated as red means the second will be green and the third will be red. That is a alternate manner we are going to have the signal systems. Okay, this is about alternate signal system. Then comes the simple progressive system, a signal system in which various signal phases controlling a given state go indication in accordance with the time schedule and to permit continuous operation of group. What will happen means in this method there will be no time restrict. Okay, there will be no time restraint in this system, but in the simple progressive, okay, which is again I will draw the diagram. So the timing schedule will be there. Okay, the timing schedule which permit the continuous operation of vehicle. So what will happen means, for example, here the go phase is given here with 20 seconds. Here the go phase will be of 19 seconds, and here the go phase is of about 21 seconds. So in all the signals which will be green only, in all the signals which will be green only, but the duration will be different. Okay, the duration will be different. That type we are going to call it as a simple progressive system. So is it clear? Understood? It will be same. That is, the green phase will be throughout the road. All the signals will be indicated with green only, but the duration will be different. Okay, the duration will be different. Is it clear? Is it understood? So you can observe, it is a simultaneous system only. It is a simultaneous, but there will be specified signal timings for each leg. That is, there will be specified time for first intersection. It is 20 second. For second intersection, it is 19, and for third intersection, it is 21 second. But in the simultaneous system, there will be no signal timings. If it is green, all it will be green and of equal. If it is 20, it is 20 and it is 20. But in the simple progressive system, if it is 20 means, if it will not be 20, it will be around 19 and it will be around 21. That is it is a part of simultaneous system, but the signal timings will be varying. Okay, is it understood? Is it understood? Is it understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Fund. Is it understood or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. That is a. It will be simultaneous system only, but the signal timings will be different. Okay, that is a simple progressive system. Then comes the flexible progressive system. It is also a type of what I can say simultaneous system, but which will be based on the traffic criteria. So when more number of vehicles are present, for example, if it is indicated with red, all the signals will be indicated with red, but the timings, okay, here not red, we will go for green only. So green. So the timings what you are going to prefer, okay, the timings what you are going to prefer, which is basically depends on the maximum efficiency. There is a maximum number of vehicles. When it is accommodated on the junction, then only the green phase will be operated. Okay, here simple progressive, it is fixed. That is a 20, 19 and 21 seconds, it is fixed. But when it is come for flexible progressive, we are not going to fix the time. So the timings for this method, the timings will be based on the capacity of the intersection. Capacity of intersection. That is based on the capacity of the intersection. We are going to get this flexible progressive system. So remember, flexible progressive system, it is also a simultaneous system, but the timings will be based on the capacity of the intersection. The timings will be based on the capacity of the intersection. That is if more vehicles are there, means in road 1, that is in the junction 1, you can easily leave this green one. Then the green phase. If less number of vehicles are there, means you can go for, you cannot leave for G2, but you can stop the vehicle here till it reaches the maximum capacity. Then only you are going to leave the green phase. And G3 here also, when more number of vehicles are there, means you are going to leave as soon as early as possible. So remember, in the flexible progressive system, what will happen? The timings will be depends on the capacity of intersection. That is how many number of vehicles are moving in the intersection. Based on that, we are going to discuss. Okay, is it clear? Is it clear? Coordination of signals. Is it clear? Only respond.
Yes, sir.
This completes the traffic signal. Next comes the traffic signs. So these are all the things what you are going to observe in your daily life. I'll simply keep on brushing up this traffic signs. I'm not going to in detail about this traffic signs. Why? Because in your daily life, you will be coming across all the traffic signs. And if you are having the driving license, means you will be knowing all the traffic signs which will be asked in the, that is a RTO office. For before going for test for DL, they will be asking all the traffic signs. The same thing has been explained here. It is these are also traffic control devices. There are 3 types of traffic signs are there: regulatory and warning and informatory signs. So which are circular in shape. I'm going to show with the 2 exceptions, one octagonal and other one is inverted triangle. So you can observe, this is the octagonal and this is the inverted triangle. These are the 2 exceptional case for regulatory signs. Then warning signs, triangular in shape. There is the warning signs which will be triangular in shape. You can observe here. Informatory, which will be rectangular. Okay, so simply remember, traffic signs are the traffic control devices which control, regulate and guides the traffic. There are 3 types of traffic signs are there: regulatory signs, warning signs and informatory signs. So why I am going very fast in these traffic signs? Because everyone will be familiar. Okay, everyone will be familiar with this traffic signs. So I will be keep on brushing only. That is, I will keep on telling what are all the things you have to remember. We can observe here, these are the regulatory signs are also called as a mandatory signs. Okay, there is a mandatory means compulsory signs you have to follow. So you can observe all the signs are circular in shape, red border, white background, and black indications. And these are also called as mandatory signs. These are meant to inform the road user to certain rules, laws, and prohibitions. There is violations, prohibitions, and regulations of certain rules and laws you are going to consider. And which are circular in shape, we can observe all the signs are circular in shape with the two exceptions. One is octagonal. So this is the octagonal and a inverted triangle. Inverted triangle, that is a that is a stop and give way. So this is called a stop sign and this is called a give way sign. Okay, these are the two signs which are exceptional in the shape of the regulatory. All the regulatory signs are circular in nature. You can observe all the regulatory signs are circular in nature, and these signs are self-explanatory. If you see the traffic sign means you can easily understand the what it is indicating. And circle that comes with a red diagonal or red border, you can observe the red border, you can observe, and red diagonal. Stop mark is painted in a red octagon shape sign as a whole. You can observe the stop sign. So in the exam they will ask for these traffic signs, so you should be in a position that only five signs, okay, 5 traffic signs from regulatory, 5 traffic signs from mandatory or warning signs, then 5 traffic signs from the informatory you are going to remember. So these are the various types of regulatory signs. So you can see this one, that is the various regulatory signs. That is prohibitory signs are there. That is not right turn, U-turn, overtaking is prohibited, pedestrian is prohibited. So these are the prohibitory signs you can observe. Then no parking and no stopping. You can observe here no parking and no stopping vehicles. Then speed limit. So you can observe the speed limit, then a height limit and width limit, length and width limit, then a restriction end sign. So here it is not indicated. Then a compulsory, okay, compulsory, that is a compulsory you have to turn left, turn right, pass either, keep left, keep right. These are the compulsory signs we are going to come across with this regulatory signs. So regulatory signs are mandatory in nature, and the various regulatory signs are, you can see in the PPT that stop, give way, no parking, then no right turn, no left turn, then U-turn is prohibited, maximum speed is 100. So these are the regulatory traffic signs which we are coming across in our daily life. Okay, you can write by your own, that is the what are the regulatory signs, that is simply writing the diagram and explain the function. Okay, next comes the warning signs. So the warning signs are of triangular in nature with apex upward. The border is a red color and white background, and the indications are black in color. And they are called as cautionary signs, and to warn the road user of certain hazardous condition, that is which is present on the side of the road. So these are the warning signs you are going to see. There is a equilateral triangle with apex pointing upwards, white background, red border, black symbols. So you can observe the triangular shaped signs with the red border, white background, and you can observe the black markings inside the things. So the commonly used warning signs: slippery road, roundabout, Y intersection, two-way traffic, left hand bend, right hand. They will be indicating some warning to the road user that the road is narrow, or road men is at work, and all those things will be indicated using this warning signs. That is the sharp curve, Y intersection, right hand curve, hairpin bend, school zone, and men at work. Okay, these are any 5 you write. Okay, I am not suggesting that you have to write all the traffic signs. any 5 you can select, you can write it. Okay, that is for warning sign. First write the definition and the function, how it will be indicated, then write the diagrams. Okay, any 5 you can write in your exam or in your IA. Then comes the informative sense, as the name itself indicates that which will be providing the information to the road users. Okay, are you following? Is it okay, right? Traffic signs, kindly respond. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Why? Because
Sir.
these are all the things you have observing daily in your daily life. That is, when you are moving on the road, these are the things you are going to observe. So the same things has been explained here. That is, what is warning signs and what are the various types of warning signs we are going to come across. So these are the warning signs we are going to come across. Then comes the informative signs. As the name itself indicates that which will give information about the road condition and which will give information about that is the parking, hospital, then gasoline, that is which will be useful for road users. Okay, these signs are used to guide the road users along the routes, inform them to destination and distance, thus providing information to make travel easier, safe and pleasant. That is to make travel safe and easier and pleasant. These informative signs are provided. And always remember, these informative signs are always rectangular in shape. Okay, rectangular in shape with a blue color or green color. Okay, blue or green color we are going to have it. So you can observe in Karnataka, we are following this informative signs. So you can observe the direction indication, and this is the direction indication. So direction and place indication signs. So you can observe here, this is the direction and place indication sign, which will be used as a informative sign. Then a facility information sign, that is a hospital, petrol pump, telephone, restaurant, all medical. These are the facilities which are available on the road, which will be indicated using this informative sign. And other useful information signs like parking. If there is any parking area, we can easily get that parking. Then a bus station, if nearby any bus station is there, means they are going to indicate. Then train station, then airport, everything will be indicated. That is other, we are going to have the useful information signs. Then parking signs, there is a parking, you can observe here parking, there is one side parking, both the side parking, cycle parking, car parking and auto rickshaw parking. So these are the parking signs which will be used as informatory signs. Then comes the flood gauge. Okay, this is the flood gauge, that is during rain. It is used to measure the rainfall. So the flood gauge also indicated in the informative signs. So remember, the informative signs are the signs which will provide information to the road user to make the travel safe and easy. So what are all the various informative signs means direction and place indication. You can observe this one. This is also direction and this is also direction and place identification sign. Then facility information signs like hospitals, hotels, restaurants, everything will be indicated. Other useful signs like uh, the bus station, train station, airport nearby, everything will be indicated. Then parking signs we are going to indicate, that is parking on one way or parking on both the way, cycle parking, four-wheeler parking or auto parking we are going to indicate. Then flood gauge, which is used to measure the rainfall. So we are going to indicate that flood gauge also as a informative signs. Okay, this completes the traffic signs, that is the regulatory signs. So three types of traffic signs we are going to come across: regulatory, warning and informative. Regulatory signs are intended to inform the road users certain laws, regulations and prohibitions. So these are circular in shape with a red border, white background, black color wordings and a red diagonal. Then there are two exceptional cases are there, stop and give way, which is octagonal and inverted triangle. And various regulatory signs are classified as below. You can go through that. That is stop and give way, prohibitory, no parking, no stopping, speed limit, vehicle control signs, restriction end signs, then compulsory direction and control, and other signs. Then warning signs. So these are the warning signs which we are going to come across. That is which will be triangular in shape. That is apex upwards, white background, red border, black color indications you are going to have, which is equilateral triangle. And you can remember any 5 warning signs. From this warning signs, you can remember any 5 and you can write it. Then comes the informative signs. That is the which will provide information about the place and which will help the road users or the driver to move the vehicle with a safe, easy and pleasant condition on the road. And these are divided into, categorized into direction and place identification, facility information like that is hospital, then restaurant, all those things will be indicated. Then petrol pump will be indicated. Then other useful information signs like bus stops, nearby bus stops, airports, railway stations, everything will be indicated. Then parking signs, that is you can observe the parking signs, that is one-way parking or both sides parking, all those will be indicated. Then the flood gauge. Okay, these are the traffic signs we are going to discuss. Okay, these are the traffic signs what we are going to adopt in India, and we have already adapted these traffic signs in India. Okay, so I'll end the session here. So we are left out with 2 more concepts. So by Wednesday, I'm going to complete. Okay, this is 3rd module. Shall I take a special class from 8 to 9 on Wednesday? Is it clear? Traffic signs. Any doubts in this traffic signs? Any doubts? Any doubts in traffic signs? Kindly respond.
No, sir.
No, sir.
I hope everyone have understood right. Various traffic signs. Why I am moving very fast? Because these are the things you are observing in your daily life. You can remember and you can write in your exam also. That's why I am very moving fastly with this traffic signs. Okay. Shall I take special class on Wednesday from 8 o'clock or from 8:30? Kindly respond. If you people are okay with that, from 8:30 to 10 o'clock. Kindly respond. Kindly respond.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. I will take from Wednesday, that is from 8:30 to 10. I will be continuing. That is 1.5 hour class I am going to take. And we will finish this 3rd module on Wednesday. And on Friday, we will start with 4th module. Okay. The 4th module is already, some portion has been discussed in the 2nd module. The same thing I am going to brush up that 4th module and we will start with 4th module. Okay. Okay. I will stop here. I will share the notes by today evening in the MS Teams. So you can go through the notes in the MS Teams. Okay. Okay. You can leave. Thank you. Have a good day.